Wow. Thank you. It's an honor to receive this award. But first things first, this isn't just me. To the 14 guys on my team, the great coaching staff, you guys made this happen as much as I did. Thank you. But most of all, this is for all of you. It's an honor to receive this award in front of the greatest fans in the world. Your support means so much to me. And of course, Mama, Dad, Yvette, CC.
We've got rabid Washington fans packed inside the Verizon Center. Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round one, game one. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Take a look at
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Playoff game one now, history. Time for game two of this series here on 2K Sports. We're in the first round. Shaquille O'Neal is here, so is Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors playing against the Washington Wizards. Looking at the Wizards, they took care of business in game one, protecting their home court. Tonight, a chance to extend their lead and assert their dominance in this series. And after winning game one, they've got another chance tonight on their home floor to maintain that home court advantage. Kenny, what does their mentality have to be tonight?
Well, they can't get overconfident. They can't have that feeling that I have right now. I just feel that I know what's going to happen. I'm a little overconfident.
You're overconfident?
Yeah.
Overconfident?
We've got rabid Washington fans packed inside the Verizon Center. Round one of the East rolls on. Game two, just about ready to tip off. Playoff basketball on 2K.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal. Folks, you can feel the fierceness, the intensity of this series setting the tone prior to Game 3. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the Toronto Raptors in their house, Air Canada Center. Checking out Toronto, they were unable to take Game 2 on the road, but the series continues. They look to get back in the win column again tonight. And though technically this is not an elimination game, it is clearly a borderline must-win game. Shaq, how do you see it?
Well, I feel like every game, unless you're up 3-0, is a must-win. You never know what will happen in the series to turn the tide.
I mean, Ernie, if you look at history, no one's come back from a 3-0 deficit. So this might not be a must-win.
There is filled to capacity. Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of this Eastern Conference Round 1 matchup. 2-0 so far. Perhaps the tide can turn in this one. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to NBA playoff basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Got Kenny the Jet Smith, got Shaquille O'Neal. Time to get ready for this crucial Game 4 of the opening round. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the Toronto Raptors in their house, Air Canada Center. For the Raptors, Game 3 a bitter loss. These home fans hoping they can rally back and provide something to cheer about this time around. And Kenny, a monster elimination game tonight. If you're the underdog and fighting for your playoff lives, what do you do to turn the tide in this series?
Oh, you got to play like there's no tomorrow, Ernie. Every 50-50 ball, those are those balls that are just rolling down the court. You got to get those. Every second chance opportunity will win. So, you know, those small battles win the big war.
You know, it takes only one big win.
Canada Center is filled to capacity. It's Game 4 of this Eastern Conference quarterfinal series. Down 3-zip. It's a survival contest, no doubt. Will this...
Let's take them back.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
A very big Game 5 is upon us here in Round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Joining me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they play against the Washington Wizards in their house, the Verizon Center. And guys, for the Wizards, they were unable to grab one on the road in Game 4. But back on their home court, we'll see if what they need is a little home cooking. And this is it, an opportunity to just nail down this series. Shaq, when you're on the verge of closing out a team, what is the key to getting that done?
You're facing a team with a high level of desperation. You have to go in with the mindset, Ernie, whatever it takes.
You want to just crush their spirit, Ernie. Crush their spirit. Get on the attack.
The Verizon Center filled to capacity. Desperation hangs in the air. One team looking to advance to the next round. The other looking to force a Game 6. What will...
2K Sports pregame show.
Round 2 action of the NBA playoffs about to get underway, and we're here to bring you all the action on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, all here for the ride. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Washington Wizards in their house, the Verizon Center. And guys, for the Wizards, they completed their first round series in 5 games, looking very confident as we begin the conference semifinals. And the conference semis, Kenny, 8 teams looking to make that cut for the Final Four. What's the mental state of the underdogs in this round?
Oh, you just have to believe anything is possible, because it is. A big shot, a big injury, anything can change the trajectory.
The Verizon Center filled to capacity. The next stage of the Eastern Conference playoff battle begins here. Game 1 of the conference semifinals. Both these teams have survived and moved one step closer to the title.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
It is round 2 of the NBA playoffs. The intensity just kicked up a notch for Game 2. Welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Washington Wizards in their house, the Verizon Center. And guys, for the Wizards, they took care of business in Game 1, protecting their home court. Tonight, a chance to extend their lead and assert their dominance in this series. And after winning Game 1, they've got another chance tonight on their home floor to maintain that home court advantage. Kenny, what does their mentality have to be tonight?
Well, they can't get overconfident. They can't have that feeling that I have right now. I just feel that I know what's going to happen.
I'm a little overconfident. You're overconfident? Yeah, tonight? Overconfident about what?
Because they're higher speed. They've got to.
Center filled to capacity. The Eastern Conference semifinals continue here on 2K Sports. Game 2. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports, about to tip off the pivotal Game 3 in these conference semifinals. Alongside Shaq and Kenny, Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. Checking out Cleveland, they were unable to take Game 2 on the road, but the series continues. They look to get back in the win column again tonight. Well, after losing the first 2 games on the road, the alarm bells starting to sound. Would you agree, Kenny, that this is a crucial game for them if they're going to battle back in the series?
Yeah, some guys play much better at home than they do on the road. So they need some home cooking tonight, and this crowd has got to give them a big burst of
skyscrapers here in Cleveland, the site of our broadcast for tonight. And there is a buzz in the air in the sold-out Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome to Game 3, everyone. We're at 2-0.
Make the 6 straight jump from SoCal, Hollywood to the slums. Get burnt by the California sun on the west side. East Coast, where you at? Just got to New York like a net.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we are, NBA fans. Playoff game 4 of the second round with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to 2K Sports. Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. Checking out Cleveland, a tough loss for them in Game 3. That one really could have gone either way. They are confident that with a few tweaks, they'll fare better tonight. And after losing the first 3 games of the series, certainly not the position they'd hoped to find themselves in as we approach Game 4, needless to say. Now looking for a win simply to stave off elimination. So what's the mindset, Jet?
Man, this is where your pride's got to kick in. Are you kidding me? You cannot get swept. This is where you have to dig in.
You can taste the excitement here in the Quicken Loans Arena. Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals set to go. Welcome, fans, to the postseason of the NBA on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And welcome to the NBA Conference Finals on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Game 1 is upon us, and this looks like it will be a fantastic series. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics going up against the Washington Wizards in their house, the Verizon Center. Looking at the Wizards, they're enjoying a terrific postseason run, only 1 loss so far. A definite title contender, but they're just taking it 1 game at a time. Game 1 of this series coming up. A lot of playoff experience here at this table. Shaq, what do you think is the most important thing to establish in the first game of a series?
Well, not literally, because I don't want anybody to get suspended, but you got to come out swinging, Ernie. You got to capture it.
We've got rabid Washington fans packed inside the Verizon Center. For these 2 teams, 2 rounds down, 2 to go. The battle for the Eastern Conference continues. Game 1 of the conference finals.
on some chill. We go 0 to 100 real quick.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
The conference finals continue on 2K Sports, and we're glad you're with us. Ernie Johnson with the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Washington Wizards in their house, the Verizon Center. Looking at the Wizards, they came close in Game 1, but fell short down the stretch. Tonight, a chance to make amends and even the series. And after losing Game 1, Kenny, this is a critical game. I mean, it's a situation where their backs, as they say, are against the wall. Would you contend that they have to win this game?
Well, it would be probable, but only a handful of teams have dropped the first 2 games at home and gone on to win the series. However,
The Verizon Center filled to capacity. Hi again, thanks for joining us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Well, it was a great Game 1 of the Eastern.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello out there, and welcome everybody to 2K Sports. The location has changed for Game 3 of these conference finals, but the teams are the same, which would make sense in a series, including our team. We're the same. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the Boston Celtics in Boston. Looking at Boston, Game 2 was a nail-biter, but they made just enough plays to get the W. Tonight, they're looking to take control of this series. They've really seized the reins in this series, winning the first 2 on the road, now a chance to take a commanding 3-0 lead on their home floor, Shaq.
You know, they smell blood. They got the foot on the neck of the opponent. You win this one, Ernie, the series is over. All the momentum, everything is going in their favor right now, but they got to complete this game tonight.
this is where you
Boston fans already at a fever pitch inside the arena. Eastern Conference Finals action. Boy, and a 2-0 series thus.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, NBA playoff fans. We're about to start Game 4 of the conference finals here on 2K Sports. Shaq's here. The Jet is here. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, Game 3, a win on their home court. They'll look to do it again tonight, and no question, these home fans are fired up. They have absolutely dominated this series, commanding 3-0 lead. Kenny, what do you think about their chances to close out the series in a clean sweep?
Well, the momentum is theirs, Ernie, and their fans bringing out the brooms and they're starting to sweep. But sometimes that can be a little bit too I get you in a fat cat-itis where you just relax.
Again, we welcome you to our broadcast of the NBA playoffs here on 2K Sports. This series right now lopsided 3-zip. Can a comeback attempt be made? Or will we see a team advance to the final? Finals. Join the
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
Hit on my laps in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious, I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flavor foul, your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now, you slacking in goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage, I'm back on the road winning.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold a city down anyhow. They gon' have to really bow. Totally dominate the game in front of any crowd. I keep it 100 while you only keep it 50 thou. I can conquer any style. Victory is in me now. My time is now. Who said it was later? It comes natural. I got a competitive nature. Look at them guys when I'm coming. They be hot and I'm hunting. Luckily they been ducking me. You see lots of them running. Challenges I embarrass them. They a dime in a dozen. Full of fire just like a dragon straight out of the dungeon. I'm just rising above it. You just lied to the public. I serve a purpose. You nervous with butterflies in your stomach. Don't try to intimidate me. You couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, smart, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work. He ain't prepared me to quit. I'm the only captain who's sailing this championship.
2K TV interactive special with tons of VC on the line, and the road to the finals brackets are finally locked in. Are you hyped for the tournament? Tune in now. On the line, and the road to the finals brackets are finally locked in. Are you hyped for the tournament? Tune in now. Stay on 2K TV postseason. We have a 2K TV interactive special with tons of VC on the line, and the road to the finals brackets are finally locked in. Are you hyped for the tournament? Tune in now. Stay on 2K TV postseason. We have a 2K TV interactive special with tons of VC on the line, and the road to the finals brackets are finally locked in. Are you hyped for the tournament? Tune in now.
Hey, boy, on the land till I die, till I die, on the east side till I die, till I die, rocking that wine and gold till I die, till I die, in the hood I'm good till I die, CLE till I die, everywhere I go putting on, everywhere I go
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody. Excited to have you in the house with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It is the NBA playoffs. We've been waiting a long time for this.
Yes, we have.
Yes.
Yes. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. Looking at the Lakers, after finishing the season with the second-best record in the West, they enter this series as the heavy favorites, looking to make a statement here in Game 1. Game 1 of this series coming up. A lot of playoff experience here at this table. Shaq, what do you think is the most important thing to establish in the first game of a series?
Well, not literally, because I don't want anybody to get suspended, but you got to come out swinging, Ernie. You got to capture it.
Los Angeles fans packed inside the Staples Center. The playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game 1. With Greg Anthony and Clark Hill. This is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. You look at the Lakers. In a 7-game series, they have the home crowd advantage. You can...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Playoff Game 1 now history. Time for Game 2 of this series here on 2K Sports. We're in the first round. Shaquille O'Neal is here, so is Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at the Lakers, they came close in Game 1, but fell short down the stretch. Tonight, a chance to make amends and even the series. And after losing Game 1, Kenny, this is a critical game. I mean, it's a situation where their backs, as they say, are against the wall. Would you contend that they have to win this game?
Well, it would be probable, but only a handful of teams have dropped the first 2 games at home and gone on to win the series. However,
just about ready to get underway here in Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. 2K Sports brings it to you live once again. This is Kevin Harlan along.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the NBA Playoffs on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And folks, you can feel the fierceness, the intensity of this series setting the tone prior to Game 3. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Golden State Warriors at their home, Oracle Arena. Well, for Golden State, they were unable to take Game 2 on the road, but the series continues. They look to get back in the win column again tonight. And after stealing one on the road, they've put themselves in the driver's seat. Shaq, how big is this home court advantage in the series right now?
It's big, Ernie. They're in a really good position if they win here tonight. This game is obviously not technically a must-win for either team, but it will certainly be a pivotal game.
We're here in the Bay Area, the beautiful Bay Bridge spanning from San Francisco to Oakland. We're at the sold-out and noisy Oracle Arena. It's Game 3 of the Western Conference Quarter.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to NBA Playoff Basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Got Kenny the Jet Smith, got Shaquille O'Neal. Time to get ready for this crucial Game 4 of the opening round. Tonight we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the Golden State Warriors at their home, Oracle Arena. Well, for the Warriors, a withering loss in Game 3. They'll have to play much better tonight. We'll see if they can steady themselves and get it done. Trailing 2-1 in this series, really a huge Game 4 on their home court. If they can't even the series tonight, their hopes of emerging from this series diminish significantly, do they not, Shaq?
They do, Ernie. Pay attention. I'm about to give you a Shaqism. You know what a Shaqism is?
I think I'm about to...
The sold-out and noisy Oracle Arena. And you can join us. It's Game 4 of the Western Conference quarterfinals live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
A very big Game 5 is upon us here in Round 1 of the NBA Playoffs. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Joining me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. Looking at the Lakers, they were terrific in Game 4, winning in convincing fashion. But every game is different, and they won't let their guard down tonight. They come in with a 3-1 lead, got a chance to wrap up the series on their home court. How do you like their chances, Jet?
They've got the momentum, Ernie. They've got the momentum, Ernie. I mean, these fans
I heard you the first time.
No, just in case.
I heard you the first time.
I actually said it 3 times.
I heard you the first time.
I said it 3 times.
I heard you the first time.
Okay, these fans are fine.
Shot from high above the Staples Center here in downtown Los Angeles, California. We've got rabid Los Angeles fans packed inside the Staples Center. 2K
I lose myself in flashing colors. I've got to see
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hi there, folks. Ernie Johnson here, aided once again by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to be together again as the NBA regular season wraps up and playoff fever starting to set in. Are you feeling it, Kenny?
Oh, I feel that playoff fever.
Yes, yes, we do.
Hey, we don't have to pay for this song. Why? Because I made it up in my head.
I'm the backhand guy.
Yeah.
For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Detroit Pistons as they go up against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. For the Cavaliers, there is some significance to this game for them because victory here means they will officially have the third best record in the league. 81 games down, only one left to go. Shaq, I got to tell you.
A chance to look around and see all the sights and sounds that downtown Cleveland has to offer. We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. And for the Detroit Pistons, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the New York Knicks. They had a chance there right up to the end. They only lost by 3.
And boy, that was a tough one to lose, guys. But they played well throughout that game, just unable to convert down the stretch.
Yeah, I know we don't get into moral victories, but they can definitely take away some positives from it because even though they came up on the short end, there was some good stuff, too.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Here's Atkins. The shot is off. And the Pistons now going the other way. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with the win.
Yeah, and last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game, but their edge on the glass, for me, still stands out.
Yeah, I agree with you. The numbers shout loud and strong. I mean, a major edge for them clearing the backboards, and that was the difference on the scoreboard, too.
Here's Irving following the basket by Freak. 5 on the clock. James. Not enough on that one as it misses. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte.
Yeah, not a fan of moral victories, but that game in a lot of ways was a confidence booster for them because they really didn't have it that night and yet still had a chance.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I think they're one of the few teams that can play that poorly and still almost come away with the win.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Kick out to King. Over James. No good from King.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
From outside the arc. And it's James missing. For Detroit, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. From about 16, it's rebounded by Cleveland.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And here we go. The Pistons fast break. That drops. And it's 8 points for Freak.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now it's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Teron Lue.
Well, gentlemen, he said that their focus defensively has to be on cutting down penetration and rim runs. Facing a team with some dynamic finishers, their best bet is to play back a bit. Try to crowd the lane and keep them on the outside. We'll see if they can get a win to even the season series. Back to you.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Here's Harvey. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
James. The stupendous finish in traffic.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Here's Irving. King with the block. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Detroit making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. King against Brooks.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
from 10 feet out, and he hits the jump shot. So it's Detroit now. King with it, guarded now by Irving. Lets it go from the wing. Brooks grabs the board.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pass to Irving. Plenty of space. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
No good from King. The Cavaliers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Takes the 3, and he gets it to go. King's got 11 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
King with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Both teams making substitutions here. Pistons leading by 6. On the floor for Detroit, King in at point guard. And it's Harvey in at the 4. And Brooks, here we go. Stripped it away. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Harvey's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Pistons. They get a hand on it. Here's Irving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Now Irving following the three-point attempt by Freak. Looking to get back on track here, and the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And so Irving nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's King. And Detroit again with the bucket. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Brooks kicks to James. And they double up James. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. And Brooks, here we go. Off the inbound, no good.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks made a big difference. He finished with 24 points and seemed to have a hand in every defensive stop. Good numbers for him in both the steals and blocks columns. His coach said when he gets in the zone like he did, there is no stopping him. Just a dominating display from the star we're accustomed to seeing, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
And here is Irving following the three-pointer by Freak, and the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. King with the steal.
Only one player gets credit for the steal, but really both defenders made it happen on that one.
That'll be a Pistons timeout.
Looking at the numbers for Clutch, he's been a factor for them over the last month, putting up about 22 points per, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
Well, his mindset allows him to stack those points up. He wants to carry the load, and clearly he does.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
With one game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look in the East. You look at Cleveland. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, Detroit sitting directly below him, just one spot down.
And right now for the Cavaliers, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
And I know it took a long time for people around the league to trust their success, but I don't think there's anybody left out there who doesn't think they're for real at this point.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
The Cavaliers trail by 20. King with the steal. And here comes Detroit again with the fast break. They shoot again. And that one goes long.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
James, the pass to Brooks. King with the block, and they'll keep possession. Brooks with the bucket.
Brooks!
Pistons leading by 18. Here's King, and the three ball is good. King's got 34.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
And he gets it to go.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Now Irving. Following the three-point attempt by Freak. King with the steal. Now the fast break. King with the ball. The offensive rebound. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
He just punishes you on the backboard. I mean, it's pretty deflating for a team trailing big and still giving up second chance opportunities.
Brooks misses. Detroit's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. No good from King. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Brooks with it. Now defended by King and Brooks. Here we go. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
James dishes to Irving. Pulls up. Rebound by the Pistons.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them. Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And through one half, it...
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
How about a double-double already? I mean, this is the sort of energy performance that just energizes your entire team.
He has impacted the game in a bunch of different ways. Really going to be hard to slow him down now. I tell you what, this has been fun to watch.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Cleveland, they've got Bell. He's out there with Kemp, and it's Atkins in at the center position. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Poked away. Now the fast break. King with the ball. No good. Well, Cleveland shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
That is good.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
King with the steal. The shot. Pistons keep it alive. Harvey, that's good. Harvey's got his third basket of the night.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He told Kyrie Irving that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Here's King. Buries it from three-point range. King's got 41.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Outside Irving. King with the steal, and they're pushing it up. But they recover it. Second shot opportunity, and that's good for 2. King's got 9 points in the quarter. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. There's Porter with the 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. King's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Puts it up. No good. And Cleveland the other way now.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Kicks it to Kemp. Second chance shot. And it's King with the rebound. King's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. King's got 11 in the second half.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And pushing it up is Detroit. The Pistons again in transition. Got that bucket in no time at all. King's got 47 points.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
From 18 feet away, here's Drummond. Pass to King. Ball's knocked loose. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Good. He's got 6.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Detroit calls timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
And the Pistons making a switch here also for Cleveland. Irving's checked in for Brooks. Detroit making a switch here. And Detroit looking at who they've got. King, he's in at shooting guard. Harvey out there with Johnson. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Woodson in at the 1. Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. There's the dish to Bell, all alone. And another miss by Cleveland.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And another miss by Cleveland.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
The Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Here's King. And Detroit again with the bucket. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Can't get it to go, and Cleveland will come the other way. King with the steal. From deep three-point range, Kemp with the rebound. Kemp's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the 4th quarter for them. There's Porter with the 3. Cleveland gets it back. Another shot, and Kemp puts it in.
Kemp!
Pistons leading by 23. Here's King. Detroit, no good that time either. It's Bell on the wing. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Bell's got 4 points now in the quarter. Detroit's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. No good from King.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Irving kicks to Bell. There's the pass to Solomon. Cleveland moving the ball around. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Detroit making a switch here. Good on the second free throw. And, well, Detroit shooting at a decent 44% clip here. And King, here we go. Wasted no time on that one. King's got 53.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Irving. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
The Pistons making a change here. Wheels checked in. And here are the Cavaliers now. To the middle, and stolen by Drummond. Now the fast break. King with the ball. Again, the Pistons score.
Boy, the fast break has really been good to them here, and they're clicking in transition.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5 scores have come from fast break opportunities. They have made the most of their chances.
Now here's Brooks. First free throw is good. Lewis checked in for Detroit. Both shots good from the stripe.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Pistons.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under their belt.
And in this season finale, between these two teams, they sealed the deal, making smart adjustments along the way to finish out the year with an impressive 3-1 record against the Cavaliers.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Clutch. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Here's Horsley, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here for sure.
And so here's Cleveland after the basket by Detroit. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. King, that's good.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
The Pistons, another fast break chance right here. No problems knocking that one down.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
King with the steal. Deflects the pass. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular.
Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei.
Special with tons of VC on the line, and the road to the finals brackets are finally locked in. Are you hyped for the tournament? Tune in now.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody. Excited to have you in the house with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It is the NBA playoffs. We've been waiting a long time for this.
Yes, we have.
Yes.
Yes. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics going up against the Detroit Pistons at their home, the Palace of Auburn Hills. Looking at the Pistons, one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference over the regular season, they know it's what they do now that will truly define their season. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession.
Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round one, game one. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We've got Boston taking on the Detroit Pistons. You take a look at the Pistons. They come in as the third seed favorite to win this series.
And they're ready to go. I mean, as we can hear, so are their fans. This can be an intimidating building to play in when the crowd is this charged up. That alone gives them a huge leg up.
That's why you grind so hard during the regular season, to get this payoff, home court advantage. And that's exactly what they've worked for.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. They set the pick to the inside, and the dunk by Booker.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Let's go. And again, another one in from King. King's got his second bucket of the game to go.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
King with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Puts one up from 19, and that one's good.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
On defense, the Pistons. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, here's what Boston's head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. He talked about how important this game is to them because it sets the tone for the rest of the series, saying to win or lose, what is important in this opening game is that we play tough, we play smart, and we let them know they're in for a heck of a fight with us. Guys?
And thank you, Doris. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. Andre Drummond picks one up. Boston shooting their first free throw of the night. And King, here we go. And that one's good. King's got 10 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
King with the steal. And Detroit again with the bucket. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Pistons.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Celtics have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. King with the steal. It's deflected and out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
Austin with the ball. Following the three-point attempt by Freak. Here's Sundin. The three-pointer, no good.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Stockton outside. Pass to Booker. Shot is off. Good D by Drummond. Detroit leading by 6. 20 feet out. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
There's the pick. King with the steal. And here comes Detroit again with the fast break. He gives them a double-digit lead. King's got 18 points.
Boy, they've got them on their heels the way they've been running the ball up and down, right down their throat.
Yeah, some explosive plays we're seeing now in transition have really keyed this run.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Dave Yeager coaching his team during that break. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through clutch. Coach's words lead us to believe they're going to be asking a lot of him today in terms of offense, and I'm sure he's only too happy to oblige. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
Thanks again, Doris. And he gets it to go.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
And it's sent back by Drummond. Detroit leading by 13. From deep three-point range, Booker pulls it in. The Celtics have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. King with the steal. With the shot. And that one comes up a bit short.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Detroit, no good that time either. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Falls. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Oh, he got the D that time. Nice up and under.
Detroit with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. No good from King. The Celtics have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And it's blocked. Three-pointer from Stockton. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. Pistons leading by 9. The 3. Offensive rebound. Drummond. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. Celtics trail by 10. King with the steal. Now the fast break. King with the ball. Cranes the jumper to finish the break. King's got 23.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
King with the steal. Fires from 14. That drops.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
King with the steal. And here we go. Pistons running again. Pull up Jay. Again, the Pistons score.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
It just seems like they're a step slow today.
Tipped away. King with the steal. Pulls up. And he knocks down the jumper. He's got 29 points.
And this is the tempo you love to watch. I mean, get out fast before the defense can get set.
Yeah, it's really paying off here. Fast break points accounting for their last 8.
And it's sent back by Drummond. And King, here we go. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. King's got 31.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
You know what I've always said, partner? Good shooting covers over a multitude of errors. And we're seeing it right now.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters. But if they even approximate that, watch out.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's foul number 2 for him. The Pistons making a change here. Johnson's checked in. McMillan kicks to Wilkins. Drilled from 11 feet out. Wilkins has got his first points of the night.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
Here's King. Rebound, Boston. Here's McMillan. King with the steal. The 3. The second chance effort. And the layup is up and in.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
So both teams making some. The Pistons shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. On the court for the Celtics. Second quarter underway.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
King with the steal. Now the fast break. King with the ball. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk. Angry self-talk for himself after that. He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Now here's Stockton, and the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.